If I didn't see what I saw on Twitter just a couple minutes ago, this would have flew way under the radar, and it kind of did, considering that the article I'm gonna read from was posted on January 21st, and I'm recording this on January 1st. So it really flew under the radar. And then considering it happened in the same state that I live in, yeah, it's kind of wild how things happen that way. So it looks like HBCUs have done the outreach program yet again. Now, y'all most recently saw the video that I did about Albany State extending an offer to that Marcus Stokes character who was singing the N-word in songs, and he got dropped from that school in Florida, at least the scholarship. He was dropped from being part of that program, and Albany State offered him some, I guess some funds, and he ended up getting enrolled into that particular school. And I think it was another school that extended an offer out to him too, which I believe was another HBCU. I talked about how Hampton University a couple years ago was opening their doors up to undocumented immigrants who I believe were Afghan refugees to come to school basically for free. I believe another HBCU did the same thing. Meanwhile, Ed Reed was having that issue down at Bethune-Cookman. Deion Sanders was having that issue at Jackson State. So we see how they want to treat their black personnel, even though it could be a good lift for their school, and how they treat their students, such as at Howard University. Well, now Morgan State, which is in the same state that I live in, because Morgan State is in Baltimore, has now done the outreach program for undocumented immigrants. Not documented, but undocumented immigrants. They are literally offering them scholarships. What type of scholarship? I don't know. I don't know if it's a full scholarship or if it's a partial, but they getting some help in order for them to get an education. I had said, I forget on somebody, I think it was on Rob's channel, I think that they are getting paid under the table. I think some of these schools are getting paid under the table in order to get these individuals in. And I keep saying, y'all, they have to be very worried or very concerned, or the students there, because you don't know what kind of element you're letting into your school. I don't know why they're doing it. I have not heard of one Ivy League or PWI school doing this. It's only been HBCUs that I've seen who have done this so far. Let's see what they're talking about. Undocumented students seeking a higher education sometimes struggle to find the funds to make their dreams come true. The same could be said for the black students that are going there or who want to go there. My concern is this. Is this going to push out eligible black students who are eligible to even get into these schools? That's my concern. Because if that's going to happen, then there's going to be a bigger issue on their hands. But Morgan State University is now offering scholarships to make those dreams obtainable. After recording its largest enrollment ever of more than 9,100 students, Morgan State University has noticed a spike in international students. In just over a year, the university gained an extra 5% of international students. Now Morgan State University is extending a hand to undocumented immigrants who want to earn a degree. The university is partnering with the Dream.us to offer 10 scholarships to undocumented students. They will receive $33,000 over the course of 4 years, which will cover tuition and fees along with housing on campus. So basically, it's a full scholarship. That's what that reads out to me. Undocumented students are not eligible for federal financial aid, but can receive some state or private funds. Therefore, efforts like this can help bridge the gap and tackle the financial barriers the students face. Some of these Negroes love extending our hands and olive branches to those who ain't about to extend that hand and olive branch back. Just knowing we have these funds available to help students is a wonderful thing, because we try to make sure we help all students be able to afford college. Morgan State University Director of Financial Aid Tanya Wilkerson said, the university is the first HBCU to offer this scholarship in Maryland and the second college in the state to do so. Undocumented immigrants who came to the U.S. before the age of 16 and before November 2017 are eligible for the scholarship. Students with or without DACA or TPS status can apply for the scholarship. The application opened in November, but the deadline for students to apply is February 28th. and then they give the website, which I'm not going to give on here because why bother? I don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't know how the students at the school are going to respond, but I just find it very interesting that they are extending that olive branch out to these undocumented immigrants, and not just Morgan State, but all these other schools. And like I said, notice the issues that I mentioned with Ed Reed and Deion Sanders, the students at Howard University Health, even the students at Bethune-Cookman where Ed Reed was going to work at. They are all dealing with a bunch of stuff going on their campus, but you have these schools that want to extend a helping hand out to other groups of people. And they don't have to do nothing but just have been here since 2017 and just apply, and they can most likely get it. Now, granted, it said that it's only going to be given to 10. It's going to be given to 10, but they said that they can still apply and receive some state or private funds. So while 10 will probably get a full ride, there's 10 more that will apply and most likely get in. They just won't get the full ride. Man, I tell you, I don't know what the hell is going on. Now, when they say international students, they're talking more so about those who have already been here. They're most likely illegally here, or those who did like maybe through some international program. Because I know when I was in college, we had some international students that was there. It wasn't a lot, but we knew who was who. I hope this doesn't blow up in their face. That's all I'm gonna say, because like I said, you just got to be careful about what kind of element you're allowing to go and be into your schools. And it says undocumented immigrants. That could be anybody. I mean, we can pretty much guess which ones it is, but that's crazy. I just find it fascinating and very interesting that they will let people who are here illegally just go to school. I mean, they'll let them go and get driver's license. They'll let them go to school. They will let them go and apply for jobs, get all kinds of loans. They can do all of that stuff that we, and I'm going to limit it to black people, will try to do but get rejected for. And don't get me started with them bank loans. They literally rolled out the red carpet for them. Now you got to ask yourself this. They've been here since 2017 and they're still labeled as undocumented. So it's almost like you're pretty much getting a free ride regardless. But then they'll be the ones to turn around and tell us we need to work hard. The irony of it all.